So if you place ahead of TSM, are you going to start calling yourself the CEO?
Not the CEO, but I'm the GOAT.
Okay, there you go. Zer0, welcome back to the UK, welcome to Birmingham. Since we last spoke, a lot has changed in-game. How have those changes affected you and your game plan ahead of this event?
I think it's only a good thing for us, really, because like getting Zer0 of Zero to a more aggressive character, getting no wall hacks in the game, just forces every IGL basically to use their game sense a lot more. People looking a bit lost out there, to be fair. But no, Zer0 on Horizon is a much better fit for us. Probably I'm playing Fuse Bang now, which is like good for me. Fuse is fun. Do like damage for no reason, just bomb people, pretty fun. And then Bangalore running around with Zer0 next to me as well, it's good.
I was going to ask you about Fuse. Obviously, you made that switch quite late. Can you explain in a bit more detail why you made that change so close to the event, and how are you feeling on Fuse? Are you feeling comfortable? Are you feeling ready to go?
Yeah, so basically, we've been struggling with what character Zer0 plays the whole time. He's just been switching between Horizon and Bang, just like whatever he wants to, really, because I can just flex to both pretty easily. And like, before we had like aggression issues, we were like running at people on Horizon hard enough, and when you're Fuse in our like Horizon comp, you need your Horizon to like just be like straight sprinting at people for an opening. So Fuse is like a bit more passive, which is like kind of strange to me, but it's like fine. Long range, I'm okay. But yeah, since he's back on Horizon now, he's like doing what he's supposed to be doing. Very like really aggressive, getting openings. Now I just feel like I play Fuse, because if I was on Horizon before, like he's not gonna play Fuse on controller.
Obviously, also one of the things that we spoke about when we last spoke was Harvester and how strong Harvester was. It had that 90 plus spawn rate for the ring console. It obviously had a great position on the map for rotates. Obviously, we've seen console rates have changed. They've been equalized. It works out about like 66%.
Yeah.
How has that impacted your game plan, and are you having to approach World's Edge differently, and do you still think the Harvester is the best POI?
Yeah, definitely top 2 on World's Edge with Siphon. I think the Fuse kind of helps with that. With no Seer as well, you can like, your comp is basically an edge comp when you're playing Zone as well. Like Horizon Bang Cat default has been an edge comp, but you can play from Zone. Horizon Fuse is even better. But yeah, the games we don't get console, if we don't have Crafter as well, we have like very minimal loot, and we have to go after other beacon teams, just see where they rotate and try to judge off them. But with crafting, I think it's pretty okay. We get like strong armors from like the bottom pav and like the high tier pav. We get crafting for bats, and we can just like kill people for free.
How important is that honeypot loot, as people call it, to Harvester? Would that POI be viable without that extra loot? Obviously, if guys have some pretty good guaranteed loot there every game.
I think it's definitely a game changer, because the low amount of like cells, especially you get from Harv. If you are on triple white or double white, trying to level those up without running out of mids completely is pretty hard. Like some games you get like a gold and a blue or a purple and a blue down there, it just changes your game completely.
And something that you also mentioned last time when I was watching it back before we spoke today was you were wishing that there'd be no Seer.
Yes.
It looks like you might be pretty close to getting your wish, maybe a couple of hangers on. Just for people at home who might not fully understand why Seer has gone from being, like that literal must pick to now somebody that you're kind of behind the times if you're still using. What about the changes to Seer that we saw in Season 18 have relegated him completely, off the face of the earth when it comes to ALGS?
So the last meta, or during Split 1 playoffs, the Q was the entire character basically. 2.5 seconds slow, you Q an entire team, you swing them, they can't do anything, they're silenced for 10 seconds. It's so fast, you basically can't dodge it. Like with the ult being nerfed, it was still like okay, it's like harder to track people with just footsteps instead of the circle. But it wasn't too bad. But with the Q like being 0.5 seconds, basically nothing, it's a shorter silence. But the main thing is the speed of the Q going out, getting changed. It's like fairly easy to dodge now, and it's like smaller. Or like it's just easy to get out of because it's so much slower. That's like the main thing.
Obviously, when one door opens, another door closes. We've seen Seer leave, but now there's a lot of Fuse. Do you find the Fuse meta more annoying or less annoying than the Seer meta?
When I'm playing it, spamming people is pretty fun, but yeah. If you're AFK and got spot getting spammed by a Fuse, the game is a bit depressing, but there's some Bloodhounds there. I just don't like wall hacks in general. Just like free info is just like not very helpful for the game.
Obviously, we know you love your rivalries, you love to talk about other teams, other players. You completely saw off Aurora last split. Obviously, they haven't qualified for the championship. It's a new Aurora roster. Which team is in your sights this time? Who are you looking to settle a score with?
Just TSM.
Just TSM?
That's it.
Do you think that this event settles it once and for all?
Yeah.
What if neither of you wins?
Whoever places higher.
Whoever places higher?
Yeah.
And then this event is the be-all end-all. So if you place ahead of TSM, are you going to start calling yourself the CEO?
Not the CEO, but I'm the GOAT.
Okay, there you go. One more thing before we go is your LAN record is immense. There's no other way to put it. You've won not just with the same squad, but with different players, even with subs that you'd literally never spoke to before they arrived to play the tournament. Does that strong record mean you feel pressure? Do you think, if you don't win, people are going to be looking and thinking, wow, Zero's fell off. What happened to Zer0?
As long as I'm winning one all year, I think I don't even like avoid the fall-off argument, to be fair. But no, it's like not really any pressure anymore. I'm just playing the game, having fun.
And then, what is it that just makes you so successful at LAN? How do you thrive in this environment?
I think just like staying calm under pressure, because it's only a few calls a game that really make a difference between like 20th and 1st. Just like a few calls, like 4th to 5th zone, 5th to 6th closing. Just look at just the under pressure moments that make a difference.
And then I'll end on a really difficult question, obviously, you know, being so confident and so self-assured. If you don't win and TSM don't win, who wins?
I think a fair top 5 would be Exit, NRG, and Optic.
NRG. A lot of people have been kind of writing them off. What makes you think that NRG have a good shot at winning?
Well, their form recently is like not great, but like Split 1 especially, they were not playing the game, really. Just vibing around, playing whatever game they want. And they rocked up to LAN and farmed everyone. And like no other team has really done that besides ALGS Champs, but they're like gone now. So yeah. They're like as an insanely good winners bracket team as well. Like every winners bracket basically at every LAN they've just farmed.
And we'll be watching that space. Thank you so much for taking the time. Welcome back and all the best for the rest of the tournament. Thank you.